So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to use Montreal steak seasoning. I'm going to do a nice rack of lamb. I'm going to put some butter and some seasoning into a food processor, blitz it together. With using the Montreal steak seasoning, it gives it a lovely flavour. Here we go, so it's very simple. Just into the food processor. So once the butter and the Montreal steak seasoning has binded together beautifully, what I'm going to do is I want the butter to be cold when I put it into the hot pan. So I'm going to do, just going to wrap it in a little bit of cling film, just roll it into a nice sausage shape, just nice and tight. And what we're going to do next is just put that into the fridge so it hardens, and then I can slice the amount of the butter with the Montreal steak seasoning that I need. Put that into the fridge, leave it for about 20 minutes to an hour. Okay, so this is from a rack of lamb. I'm going to do a potato puree. What I've done, I've baked some lovely Desiree potatoes in the oven with a little salt to draw any moisture out. And all I'm going to do is scoop the insides out and put them through a ricer. So I'm going to use a little bit of salt and some hot butter. It's about 30% butter and 70% potato. So once that's been beaten, the next stage is to pass it through a tammy sieve. Take the last bit of the mashed potato there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this to one side. So our Montreal steak seasoning butter should be nice and hard now. See, it's firmed up nicely. What I want to do, I want to cut a few pieces and I'm going to baste this lovely piece of lamb in. Okay? So quite simply, cut a few slices. And now we're going to take our lovely piece of lamb. So a little oil, a little bit of salt. We're going to sit that nice rack into the pan. You can hear it sizzle. We're going to let the natural sugars from the meat develop. Then we're going to add our butter. So put that in. I don't want this butter to burn, so I'm going to nappy it over the meat. Keeps the oxygen into the butter and it stops it from going black. You can see that nice caramelisation on the lamb, and just continue to let that lovely Montreal steak seasoning work its way through that meat. Once we've got that seasoning all over the lamb, we're just going to put it into the oven and let it bake. First of all, we're going to build the garnish first. And we use this lovely pomme puree into a nice quenelle. Then we're going to use some spinach. We're going to now carve our lamb, which we'll place on the top like so. Then our bordelaise sauce, and then our mushrooms, asparagus, and there we have it, our lamb bordelaise. Okay.